Hi, Pisces. I just got finished with Aquarius, and your energy feels very soft and comforting right now. Sagittarius season must be interesting for you. Fire and water. Let's see. Welcome back, by the way. Thank you for joining me again. I feel like whatever last month, whatever Scorpio season had for you really sunk in. Okay, so Justice, Ten of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. For you, like what? How do I say this the best for you? So if there's a Libra in your life, then it seems like if there's Libra in your life, there's really been this strong energy, putting in a lot of energy here with this Libra, and things are going to start paying off. If this is from Libra season and you feel like you've had to put in a lot of work with what you, not only what you decide to do with your work situation, but with what it is and where it is you want to put this and that which you've learned from last month. So I'm big about what we learn each month, because each season has so much to offer us. And you're being offered time, I feel like. Just time. You're being offered time to take a look at what's been set in motion and what needs to be cleared away. What parts of you, for this Wheel of Fortune, for this turn and change in events. So it could be also by towards the end of the month, as we're transitioning, right before we transition into Capricorn season, two planets, Saturn and Jupiter, are both going to enter Aquarius. So I feel like for you, it'll be really good to know by that time what it is you want to kind of wipe clean in terms of work and what you're doing. And if you've been treated unfairly at work and you've been putting in the work and you've been showing up and you've been doing the thing, that will start to change for you too. The wheel is going to start coming back to you now. Because I know it hasn't been that easy, you know, for all of us to be doing this healing and then you having to take a look at everything, then also take a look at yourself. Last month, I'm hoping that you really took a look at what you really need, because this is asking you to keep committing to that. You're being asked to clear out maybe even a lot of wands, to shift from working on something for someone else, but now it's time to be more fair to you. So if this is about you needing to be fair to yourself, maybe it's asking yourself, is it really worth it? And seeing where that goes and where that takes you. Because it seems like you kind of want to take, if you're a Pisces with a lot on your plate, you kind of want to take a step back and it's time to clear out what you've been working on, or it's time to see what you've been working on and what you want to decide to actually commit to. what you want to actually actualize and realize. And it might feel a bit uncomfortable. I know it's been a lot of change this year. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man, and I feel like this, your opposing sign of Virgo, you possibly have learned a lot since the end of the summer towards fall. And there's a lot you're conceptualizing. So maybe even tying up loose ends. We're going to keep that one out. And it's committing to your healing. Yeah. There's a commitment to your healing that is needing to happen. And this year has shown for all of us, like, where our commitment to ourselves needs to be. To do for ourselves, because life is full of surprises, and the culture that we have made and come into and have been a part of is shifting and changing. And I know that you feel things. I know that you feel all of the things, no matter who's going through what. And it's time for you to really clear your waters so you can take a look at what you need. So Sagittarius season wants you to ask what's fair for you. Like, what's honestly fair for you right now. Not to take on more than you can chew. If you've been someone who's done it for a long time, this year's like, not anymore. Cut it out. It needs to be cut out. And really commit to what it is that you know and that you're innately so wonderful at. So to be really honest with yourself. And it's okay if that sets you back a little and puts you back behind the wall, because you might even realize that that's all you've needed. Because if you keep having to tell someone or tell people that, look, all of what I'm doing, and it's still not like returning in your favor, and not that everything needs to be that way, but I feel like for you guys, your healing is really important. As the elder in the end of the zodiac, it's really important to show us what it's like to be that elder who understands that you don't have to do everything. Because you don't want to be resentful and too salty about it after. You know? Maybe it's clearing up that resentment if you're feeling any. And to really commit to your healing, because that's what's going to bring you into this new year differently. And by the end of the season, I feel like whatever it is that you're holding on to, you're going to gain a lot of insight from it. And it's going to be an amazing thing for when the new year starts. You're learning more about yourself because we're all evolving. So it's like, I was just thinking about it like this morning, and I know you'll like this. It's this domino effect. If one sign starts to really begin to change, at least sun sign, then all the signs are going to have to continuously roll that out. And it all depends on your age, what level of life you're in, the way you see life, like your consciousness, where you're at in your healing as well, because we all have healing to do. No one on this earth is exempt from it. Some far more than others. And because you guys have this ability to be an amazing source of healing just by being around you and your energy, it's incredible. Though in order for you to continue to go, you have to realize what you need to let go of. And that if you have to, I'm going to go back to this, if you have to like always say, look at how much I do, or look at what I'm doing, is that really the thing for you? Sagittarius season is asking you to be really honest with yourself in terms of what is best for you right now. And I kind of always come back to that in certain ways because I think that, or I know that with our healing, it is essentially this constant play of our conscious, our subconscious, interactions, work, life, relationships. And if you're in a relationship, it seems like that person understands. And maybe this will bring you into a greater, deeper relationship if you're with a Virgo or with someone with Virgo placements. But it's continuously, so Virgo being your opposite sign in mutable earth is, this is how I see Virgo. So I have a lot of Virgo in my chart. I have a Virgo moon and different than Virgo suns. So the way that I see Virgo is that they have this incredible intuition, especially when it comes to their body. So if they are good in their body and they're healthy, they see evolution and its possibility so cleanly and clearly. There are things that get in the way of things working out quickly with them, though they're also taking that step to learn, and they have the medicine. And on the other end of it, you have the water. So they have the medicine and you have the water for us to sit in and change our water and how we feel. So it's also possible that you learn something that other people need to see and hear from you. And you can't do that until you yourself heal that part of yourself. And then by your season, it will probably come around. Do you know what I mean? It's really beautiful. It's change, though. It's asking you to really take a step back in your life, just for a moment. It doesn't have to be forever, but maybe you'll end up liking it. Who knows? Because things are going to start to turn for you, and you might take a new trajectory, and you're going to have to be really clear about it, and with yourself. So maybe ask yourself why you're deciding to deepen your healing and your evolution. Why? What for? And then by the end of the month, you see what you're holding on to and you gain a lot of insight of it. And then Capricorn season, things will start to shift in a different way. And I feel like you'll be really glad you did. Yeah. Yeah. What's fair for you? Cool. Take a look at these and thank you for coming back. If this is helpful, please share. I love doing this so much, and it's my pleasure to read you guys and to be a part of this journey with you. I know you know more than anyone how difficult it is to see people hurting, and I feel like it's time for you to give yourself that same attention and care. I love you, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Here's a look at it. So, very, very Sagittarius reading, very blunt. And I think that's what you needed, obviously. So, in terms of fairness, it's up to you to decide that now. Libras are also in a place where they're really making decisions. So you might be feeling the Libra vibe, or if there's a Libra in your life that is someone who acknowledges this and understands this, maybe listen to them or talk to them. If it is business or a partner, maybe they're recognizing how much you do and it's helping you keep going, or it's someone, a lack thereof, a lack of being fair. But because it's upright, I don't think it's that. I feel like it's you waiting out a little bit to see what is needed to be cleared up. There is a lot of good stuff coming your way. Insight about how you want to keep moving. though it's very, very clear that you're being asked to commit to yourself in a way where you really take a look at what needs to be expanded in your life. And in order for you to expand your view of the work you do or the relationship that you're in, there's some things that need to conceptualize. And with that withholding, Sagittarius is withholding this season, is withholding that information so that you can see it clearly. This season may feel really, as much as it's like a fire season and it wants to shift and change for you, it seems like it's really observational. That you need to take a step back because we're almost at your season. And use that Sagittarius fire for what you need to move away from, that freedom. So your freedom is really focusing on yourself, it seems. And it's going to give you more energy to do and cut away things that are needed to cut away. A deeper commitment to your insides. Getting the help that you need. Instead of always picking up the slack for other people. So maybe it's even that too, saying I can't do this right now and learning to balance that out with other people. Because this is about, there is a feeling of stuck here, but it's not. It's just keeping you in place for a moment longer so that you can see what it is that you're holding on to and why it's necessary for you to gain, that you're going to gain something from it. You're going to gain a lot. There is so much always more to gain. But for you, it's by letting go of things right now. Don't lean on people that can't handle it. Because then it's not their fault anymore. It's no one's to blame, but it's on you to decide something different. Because there's things that want to make it their way, there's newness that wants to make its way to you, a new wave. But I feel like that's a little bit in the future, a little bit more in the future. So this month is you taking a look at your healing. And if it's something you've been holding on to for a while, maybe that's the thing you need to take a look at. Because something's evolving. So we start with Justice and end with the Hermit. Start with Libra, end with Virgo. Something's shifting. And something started shifting a couple months ago. And now it kind of wants to close out before the end of the year. So take time, Pisces. Take your time. And only give it to those who really need to hear it. Because other than that, it's only for you. I love you. If you want to work with me one-on-one, my email is below. I will have a Patreon coming soon. And happy Sag season. See you next month.